Okay, Julie, thank you so much for joining my office hours. First of all, I've ran in three different elections, and it's like a crazy amount of work and really hard. You have to put yourself out there. It's definitely what you call a public servant, right?
Sure. Greg, thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to be with your community. And thanks to everyone who's decided to watch us tonight. I'm Julie Lifcott-Hames. I'm a 22-year homeowner here in Palo Alto. I live near Gunn High School. I've raised two kids here. Both are proud graduates of Gunn. I'm in a 3-generational household. My mother, who's 83, bought this home with me and my partner, Dan, 22 years ago, because that's how the finances needed to align in order to make our dream of a Palo Alto education for our kids come true. And I know a lot of people can relate to that. I'm a lawyer by background. I was a Stanford Dean for many years, and I've been a writer and speaker on nonfiction topics for about 10 years. And I've been very active in nonprofit boards, and I'm an activist on a lot of progressive issues. I've decided to run because I think the seeming intractability of our housing problem is something I'm fascinated by and think that I can help with. We have gridlock as better than most. We have a seeming inability to get the housing projects approved that are really necessary to support our workforce and middle income people and working class people. And I think my combination of skill sets, the mind of a lawyer, the heart of a humanist, I really see housing as a human rights issue. And I'm very troubled that our town is no longer a leader when it comes to affordable housing as we once were decades ago. So that's my primary reason for running. I care about other issues as well, and I'm sure we might talk about them, but we have an affordable housing crisis, and I'm here to try to step up and serve and do something about it with your help.
Yeah, I think one thing I gotta commend about you, and people who don't attend city council meetings live don't know this, but I think you're the only council candidate who regularly attends our meeting live.
Yeah.
And I know that's a lot of time from you. And during that time, I had a chance to converse with you, and I could definitely tell that you're a quick study, right?
And you know what, Greg, I was trying to be a little incognito just as I was contemplating throwing my hat in the ring. I said, it's been a long time since I was at a meeting, partly because of the pandemic, but I used to come when there was a hot button issue that I felt as a resident deeply engaged around. So I have been before and I have listened and spoken up, but not on a regular basis. And I decided I better come and see what this feels like and see what these interactions are about.
What's your feeling on the budget and in terms of efficiency of allocation of city resources, and what's your perspective around that?
My perspective is really, I'm just going to take a very open mind. I have not drilled down into budgetary decisions. I know we have a massive budget, and I know that when a budget is massive and yet it seems like we're trying to squeeze tiny little dollars out in order to pay for our roads and rail separation and law enforcement and housing, it feels like something's not right. I'm really going to be quite curious about where are we spending our money and where could we more efficiently spend our money. But that said, I'm self-employed and I have to pay attention to my bottom line all the time. My revenue and my expenses, I live and die by that professionally. I'm accountable to that spreadsheet.
And so, Julie, people are watching probably wondering, how can they get involved? How can they help you? Where can they find you? So maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for the opportunity, Greg, to be with you and your community. I am at julieforpaloalto.com. I have a website. On the website, you can learn what I believe in. You can see who's endorsed me, Greg and others. You could donate if you feel like it. You can sign up to be involved.
I think it's
Thank
important.
you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.